Hey there, my name is John Siskovich. I'm the founder and creative director here at Farm Marketing Solutions. I'm also a pasture poultry enthusiast, a passionate pasture poultry raiser, producer, whatever. I like to raise chickens, pigs, we grow hops, do a variety of things, and I also answer your questions here on the YouTube channel. So last episode, we talked about changing lawn into pasture, and today I got a question from Chuck Lambert, and he's asking about perimeter fences. There's a lot of complimentary stuff in here, like, hi John, I love your videos. You're using electric netting for the portable pig fences. What, if anything, do you have for perimeter fences? And he's telling me a little bit of his backstory, but we'll stop at what do I do for perimeter fences. Now, right now on my farm, I have 0 perimeter fences, 0, boom. And the old saying goes, good fences make good neighbors. And I have been very particular about where and how I run animals so that I keep my animals away from my neighbors. It is a dream of mine to have a nice clean perimeter fence around my farm just for the sake of ease of knowing that if an animal gets out of my electric netting, I've got a nice hard fence for them to run into. I've installed a couple different types of fences in the past, and I have done a lot of research on what fence I would like to use in the future, but because it doesn't fit into the immediate business plan on my farm, I have no immediate plans to put in a perimeter fence. So when I went to visit Troy Bishop, or the times that I've gone to visit Troy Bishop, the grass whisperer, has got a couple hundred acres that he grazes either contract grazing dairy cattle or beef cattle on, and he's raised all manner of animals. He has a high tensile electric with an AC charger plugged in at the barn, and we've gone over some of that in past videos. I like the high tensile electric for a number of reasons, and as I've been plotting out my fences, that's what I would go with. You can do temporary fences, you can do kind of intermediately temporary fences where you're doing metal stakes and plastic connectors, and you can do electric that way, or you can hammer in wood posts and put insulators and put high tensile. The other options you have are the, and I'm gonna forget the name of it now, but the page wire fencing, which is essentially a big mesh, or barbed wire fencing, which I personally do not like. It is easy and quick to install. It can be very effective, but I just don't like barbed wire. It's not my style. It's not what I want for my farming operation, so I haven't even approached it as an option. So perimeter fencing, what I would do if it was a perfect world is plot out where I want all my major pasture plots, have them all fenced in. I would have gates in between certain areas of pasture so that I could either run the whole field once I get the animals in, or I could use that electric fencing and then plug my portable electric netting into that. So say this piece of paper is the entire field, I would take temporary netting or just a single strand of wire if we were doing cattle, but netting for chickens or pigs, and do my single strands and have them kind of segment that field with temporary fencing. So having a perimeter that is that high tensile 7-strand electric, and there's a couple good fencing companies out there, I would have that along the perimeter and then use temporary fencing on the inside to move the animals to have the impact that I want, depending on what my grazing rotations are, my stocking densities, and then the variability of the weather and my own personal time. I hope that answers your question. As far as sourcing them, who do I recommend? There's a couple really good companies, and what I did when I was putting a fence together for a back paddock in our piece of property here is that I took all the prices from those people. I had the key details of, like, if this wire is $100 cheaper for the same foot length of this wire, is it a different gauge? And making sure that the gauges matched up, the foot lengths. If they only sold 300-foot rolls and 500-foot rolls, I would calculate down to how much cost per foot it would cost me. Shipping applies into that, and I just created a simple spreadsheet that had all the things that I would need to set up, and you just do a lot of Googling, do a lot of research, talk to natural resources conservation districts, places, your local ag extension, other farmers. Go to a farm with a fence that you like and look for all their pieces of hardware, take pictures with your phone, write it down on a piece of paper, and then you'll start to establish your perimeter fence. I know this raises as many questions as it solves, and that's why I have the Ask Me Anything form at the bottom of the homepage for farmmarketingsolutions.com. Ask me your questions, and I will get back to you with a short piece of content in due time as much as I can. I created this little safe space just because I'm squeezing these in on top of all the other things that I do, but I do it because I love you guys. If you have anything to add, put it in the show notes below, and we will all grow together as a community. Tomorrow's video, we're gonna go to India. I got a message from Bangalore, from John Vedant. Whew, I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. I'm like going across the globe here, but he's talking about the ideal time of year to raise broilers, and that's what we're gonna go over in the next episode of this Ask Me Anything. See you guys later. Hope you enjoy your day, and till next time, I'll see you out in the field.